What's going on, Lauren over here, Planet Podcast? Well, I haven't done any reviews in a while, and it's probably just because of things going on in my own life, but I am going to start doing them again. I'm going to start making content. Again, I have to get past certain things in my life, but let's get on to what this is really about. Maverick. Top Gun Maverick. Let me tell you, as an 80s kid who grew up and watched Top Gun, and really appreciated it, to watching Tom Cruise's career for the last, like, I don't know, ever. This is probably my favorite Tom Cruise movie, probably of all time. I'm going to say that. It's probably my favorite movie of all time that Tom Cruise has been in. Not only is the story pretty good, pretty well written, like the whole plot, the whole idea of it was good. The acting was good. The cinematography was phenomenal. Looking at the behind the scenes of this film where they filmed all of these in-jet sequences actually in F-18 fighter jets is freaking amazing. The characters were great. You know, the cast was great. Everything about this movie from the beginning to the end was great. And I'm going to say this, man. I didn't think a Top Gun movie would make me tear up, but it got to me. And maybe that's just me and the time of my life, but man, it was it definitely hit me in a different way, this movie. I give this movie 11 out of 10 stars. It was freaking phenomenal. I highly recommend you go see it. I don't want to give out too many spoilers, but Tom Cruise's character in this movie it was almost like he never left the original Top Gun. He came back like 30 years later and made this movie, the sequel to a movie that was out in the 80s. It's amazing. The movie was that good. You even had a guest appearance by the Iceman. I like the way that they were able to pull him back in and give Val Kilmer a little send-off on this movie, because going through what he's physically going through in real life and incorporating that in the movie was they did a stellar job of that. A stellar job. And, you know, bringing in a new cast of people, I feel like they could take the Top Gun franchise and maybe even build upon it after this with some of those characters. I feel like that door is open, especially with the Rooster character, like just the young crew. If they wanted to keep making Top Gun style movies, I feel like they could do that with what they produced here. Now, whether or not it's affordable or logical on that, I couldn't tell you, because it cost $1 bazillion to make this movie, no doubt. But phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen it, get a ticket, go watch the movie. You kind of have to see it in theaters. And I don't go to a lot of movies in theaters. I'll just, put them on my projector at the house and watch them here. It's a big enough screen, but the sounds and the soundtrack and just everything about it was really sucked you in. You know, the way it was shot, the way it was filmed, it just, from start to finish, this movie, hands down, phenomenal. And I know that they were trying to release it right around the time that COVID locked everything down, and they didn't get to, and so it just kind of put on the back burner. And, it was a bummer because I wanted to watch it then, but I'm glad that I got to see it in the theater, because hands down, a great experience. I took my kids to see it, and they hadn't even seen the original Top Gun, and they both loved it. And it's just a movie that was fun, had a lot of action in it. It had a lot of just wholesome heart. Had a lot of heart. That's what I'm gonna say. The Maverick character had a lot of heart, and I like the way that they told the story. The story was great. The movie was great. Everything about it was great. If you haven't seen it, go see this movie. Go see it twice. I might go see it again. It was that good. It was that good. Let me know what you think.